Hello, and welcome to Between Two Amps, where we interview some of the most exciting young artists right here in Moreland. Now, here at Amped Up, we've interviewed some amazing, incredible chart toppers like Courtney Barnett and Alice Ivy, but today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be interviewing a band who are at the very start of what should be a very exciting musical career. Please drop some love in the comments for the freshest band with the funniest name, Karen and the Managers.
Hi, we're Karen and the Managers. I'm Alessandra.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Chris.
All right, welcome to the show, guys. Now, about a month ago on Instagram, you said everything sounds better in a garage, which is fitting because so far you've mostly performed in your garage. So for everyone out there who hasn't had the privilege of hearing you perform yet, what kind of sound are you developing for Karen and the Managers?
Yeah, just getting the ambient room tone of a garage and just
Beautiful.
Going from there.
playing that through some speakers.
I particularly like when you press the button on the wall and you can hear it slowly go up. That's one of my. That's our intro to most of our songs. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'll give you a real answer.
All right, beautiful.
I would say definitely kind of pop rock. It really depends on the mood when we're writing the songs, because I know sometimes I write songs with my best friend and we usually get inspired by the artist we're listening to at the time, so that definitely influences the kind of sound for the particular song that we'd be working on.
Beautiful. All right, good to hear.
And I think because we all have like different influences and stuff, we kind of all put our own thing into it. Like there might be one vibe that we're doing, and then because I'm listening to a different vibe at the time, I'll kind of put a little bit of that in there as well. And just like,
Lovely.
yeah,
Okay.
a little sprinkle of the garnishes on the top. It's nice.
It's like a bit of a mix of everything.
Oh, yeah, mix of everything. And a few of you actually got your start as Alternative Alibi, winners of the legendary...
He's done his research.
So for those of you at home, Alternative Alibi were the winners of the legendary 2015 Parade College Battle of the Bands. We've got a shirt right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I bring that up because I wanted to ask, could you maybe take us through the journey from Alternative Alibi to Karen and the Managers?
So I started that band back when we were like 14. Or, yeah, about there. And I knew Michael played guitar, and I like was a singer, and I was like, oh, dude, we should like make a band together. And he's like, cool. And I'm like, I'll play guitar. And he's like, I've already got a guitarist. And I'm like, damn it. Yeah, and then we just like, I knew Chris from like Parade. Obviously, we all knew each other. Yeah, we had the same homeroom. And then Michael and Gabe went to primary school together, and we just kind of like hit it off, and we started playing gigs. We played at a lot of like, we played at a few places. Yeah, and then just took a massive hiatus. You know, the fame got too much for us, and so we just decided, like, you know, that's not the kind of vibe we want to go for. No, but yeah, like we just took a break during year 12, and we just decided. I think after like 2 or 3 years, I was like, oh, we should just do it again because we were just having so much fun. Like, why not? And yeah, we started practicing again, and we were just like, it was good, but we were like, we want something else. We want something different. And then Chris was like, let's get Alessandra on board, and that's exactly what happened. And then now here we are.
All right.
Yeah.
So how exactly did you come on board, Alessandra?
So it was at a mutual friend birthday party, and Chris and Steph come up to me and they're like, do you want to join the band? And I was like, yes. I remember that day so clearly. And then
I was really drunk.
Yeah. It was the most random thing. I was just, having a boogie, and they just changed my life, really.
Great. All right.
Sounds really cheesy, but true.
Well, I think it sounds beautiful. Now, I found an interesting comment on your first ever Instagram post from just 7 weeks ago. I'll bring it up here. In it, Young Nostril said... a user by the name of Young Nostril said, still shattered you guys actually went with Karen and the Managers. So what's the story there of kind of how your name came about?
So Young Nostril is a friend of mine and friend of ours. Fair.
Shout out to Young Nostril.
And he's just one nostril. He's young as well. And No, and yeah, we were like, because he's known as a bit of a character.
I see.
So we were like at rehearsal and we were just like, oh, what can we like call ourselves and stuff like that. And I don't know why, we were just like, let's ask him. And so we did, we messaged him and that's all he said. Like he just said that. And we were just like, I straight away was like, no way. And all these guys were like, yeah, that's it. Like, that's the one. And I was like, no, please, no. And then after like a month, I was like, yeah.
Once you wear 'em down.
Yeah, they really had to wear me down.
Yep. No, trust somebody with a name like Young Nostril to come up with a good name. Oh, dear. Though, on the note of, Karen and the managers, I'm curious, what's the most Karen-like behavior you guys have ever witnessed? Oh, okay. Oh, all right.
So one time we're at the movies,
All right.
and we went to go see this. It wasn't like the best movie. Anyway, and I was with Michael and a couple of other friends, and there was this family sitting in front of us, and they were chatting like a lot of the time.
Oh, yeah.
They were being like a bit silly and playing games, and like it wasn't the best movie.
Extremely disrespectful.
Oh.
Extremely disrespectful. Anyway, and so halfway through the movie, he goes, hey, I'm not going to say all of the words, but he just got really upset and said a few things he probably shouldn't have.
Oh.
And this dude got like pretty worked up. Like he got just as worked up, if not more. Yeah, definitely more. Moral of the story is Michael is the Karen because he just pulls because of that story.
I yelled at one person once because I was really frustrated, but that's it. I'm normally a really chill guy.
Okay.
I've got a Mickey Mouse water bottle. Like I'm pretty chill most of the time.
Yep, you heard it from him, guys. You guys haven't uploaded any tracks online yet, but you're already developing a bit of a following on TikTok where you're making memes and lip syncs and other content that's unrelated to your music. So I was curious, do you think that maybe there's more pressure on musicians these days to focus on creating content outside of just their music?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, there's like even just like off the top of my head, I can think of like All Day, who has a massive TikTok following that has nothing to do with his music whatsoever. But it again, like just then, like I brought it up in conversation. I'm bringing it up, so then you start to think about like what's he doing and like his music and stuff like that. But it also is just a bit of fun for us at the same time. Like we just enjoy doing it for, the laughs of it.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I think like it's just a way to get engagement towards our page and bring people to see our Instagram or our link them further, and then they want to see more, and then they're like, oh, they have more content, and then the content is the music. So that's the end goal essentially. Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
But absolutely do think that there's way more pressure.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Alrighty, guys. So today for Between Two Amps, we asked you guys to bring in a strange or unusual item for show and tell. So could you take us through what it is that you've bought for us today?
They are a pair of 2003 Hulk hands. Just a little bit of a funny. I like having cool things on my amp, and they look good on an amp. They're pretty big.
You can sort of see that there's a bit of wear on them. A lot of the nails chipped away, a lot of the paint's chipped away. Is there sort of they're a bit storied. Can you take us through maybe the story of this object?
When Michael and I were kids, because we went to primary school together,
Aww.
that's definitely a toy that we would always play with when we'd like play fight.
Did it ever get rough? Like, is there like
Oh,
is there blood in this foam?
Like, I wouldn't be surprised.
Will I find a tooth in there?
Could be, actually.
Yeah. So can you guys take us through some of the songs you're going to play for us today?
The first song we're playing is called Moonlight. This was one of the first songs that we actually wrote together as a band because we just started out and we just started putting music together. And and I think this was the first time that everyone contributed a little bit of their own. Like, I think it just started out with lyrics, and then I came up with the chords, and then Alessandro came up with a melody line, and then each one of us came up basically with a different part of the song. And for that, I think it's really clean. It's one of our cleanest songs just because we all contributed to it and we all know it so well because it's our song.
Okay.
It's our.
Another friend working on it with us.
yeah.
We had another vocalist at one point, and she was a big contributor on this song, Laura.
Cool.
So just credit where credit is due. She did awesome work on this track.
Thank you, Laura.
So yeah, and yeah.
Great.
Yeah. So thanks, Laura, because that
Thank
was
you, Laura. Yeah.
credit to her.
Could you maybe take us through some of the lyrics and kind of what they have to you, what they mean to
That
you?
was all her.
Okay, right. Yeah. All right. If you want to know, ask Laura.
Yeah.
All right.
Ask Laura.
All right. And how about the second song that you're going to be playing for us?
That's called Can We Talk? And that was a song that my best friend and I, we did a lot of songwriting over Skype. She spent a lot of time in Port Arlington. So it was kind of therapy, our escape for us. We just songwrite. And we were inspired by this band called Jungle Giants.
I love
Yeah.
the Jungle Giants.
And we just came up with this idea of, have you ever had conversations with yourself where you're like self-evaluating, like having a therapy session with yourself, like, you know, I don't want to do something, but I really do. It's just about that turmoil within yourself, or you could interpret it as turmoil with another person. That's the beauty of songs. You can have 50,000 different interpretations. So.
All right, beautiful. Well, Karen and the managers, thank you guys so much for coming on to Between Two Amps. All right.